Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, Beagles Games Guitars. Today's video is going to be a solo playthrough of the 1-4 player game, The Red Cathedral by Devir Games. Alright, we are all set up for a solo playthrough here. Just to give you a little bit of background of this game, in the Red Cathedral, you will take on the role of a team of architects charged with building the cathedral. Each player will build different parts of the monument. Using your influence with the clergy and different guilds of the city, you will attempt to earn more of the Tsar's favor than your rivals. When the work on the cathedral has been completed, the player who has earned the most prestige will be the winner. In the solo game, you are playing against Ivan. You'll be competing against him like in a multiplayer game. He is going to run off of a card system here. The setup is very similar to a two-player game, except that Ivan does not use a player board. Instead, he uses these 5 cards that you will shuffle and distribute out in a row like this. You will also find the 5 dice workshop tiles that are with a 3+ player game, and you'll shuffle those and place them out here on the empty spaces on the top of the cards. As you can see, there's only 5 cards, so 5 actions that Ivan is going to be doing throughout the game. Gameplay is going to be normal, as in a 2-player game, where you will go first, and you're just going to go back and forth until you trigger the end of the game. The end of the game will be triggered just like in a normal multiplayer game, where you or Ivan's 6th card will be built out here on the cathedral. Unlike a multiplayer game, no one will be rewarded the 3 prestige points for triggering the end of the game. That is a big rule change, and that can be a big swing up here on the scoreboard. Once the end of the game is triggered, the other player who didn't trigger it will get one final turn, and then you'll proceed the final scoring as normal. Final scoring for the cathedral is done like in a 2-player game, where first place will be awarded the entire points, and second place will be awarded 1/3 of the points rounded down. A couple of things that Ivan does that's a little different than a multiplayer game. If the dice he chooses lands on the quadrant that happens to have the recognition point up here, they will earn that 1 recognition point. If out here they take a workshop tile that has the recognition symbol on it, they will discard it from the game like they normally would, and they would earn that recognition point. If Ivan were to move a dice and it were to land in a space that would make it have 3 dice total, instead they will not move the dice, and they will just proceed with the rest of the turn as normal, ignoring the dice movement. For a quick setup, Ivan is going to place one of his 6 banners out here before the start of the game even happens. And this is one of the 5 actions that he's going to do. Perfect segue into showing you the 5 things that he does. This is called claiming a section of the cathedral. He is going to have a couple of tiebreakers. He's going to prioritize cards above you that you have claimed. Right now there's none of those, so the next tiebreaker is going to be a base. There are 3 bases. In this particular game, I actually have an expansion card that I ended up shuffling into my deck, so I only have 3 towers for this game here. Out of the bases, there's 3 qualifying ones, so there I get to choose myself. They are both going to score 8 points. Ivan will ignore any of the money rewards. He does not collect any resources other than the ones that will go on the card, but he does collect recognition points as normal. I'll just go ahead and choose the lowest tower to award. No, the second lowest tower. I don't want him to take that. So he will remove this workshop tile from the game, and now that is his to claim. That is a basic setup. That is one of the 5 actions that he will do. So now we'll go into the next action, which will be here, gaining 4 resources. I typically will just set off 4 brick to the side. I'm just going to set them down here. What you would do is place them on top of the card, and that's it. 4 resources, place them on top of the card. It does not matter what resources he has or what resources he delivers. They're there just to symbolize a resource. After that, he has another action of moving the resources. So they are on this card whenever you gain them. Whenever you take this card's action, he's going to move those resources to the Build a Cathedral section card, which will go right into that action. Over here, he will build a cathedral section. He will look out here and he will see which sections he has claimed. He's going to prioritize the bottommost first, left to right reading order. As of right now, he only has 1. He will deliver 4 goods, not 3, but 4. If the card requires less, then you're going to move that extra good or goods to the next card that he needs to build. If the card is fully built, he will earn the recognition points and he'll flip it over. The last action that he does is the easiest. It is earning 4 recognition points. You just have to remember, if he lands in the quadrant with the recognition point guild right there, he's going to earn 5 instead. On his turn, you will be looking to see which of these is the leftmost not flipped over yet, and you will flip it over. For instance, his first turn, he'll be interacting with the white. So he'll flip it over, move the white, roll the dice as normal. He does not gain resources on the board like a normal player. Once all these have been flipped over, he will then try and decorate the cathedral before he takes his next turn. To decorate the cathedral, he's going to first try and build a door first. Even if somewhere else on the board he's able to build a window or a cross, he will ignore that. He wants to build a window first. If he does, he still only earns 1 prestige point regardless. After that, then he will shuffle these dice workshop tile pieces and place them randomly on the cards. The cards are going to stay where they're at. They're not going to be reshuffled throughout the game. This is his action sequence. It'll stay like this. It's static. You can see what's going to happen. You can kind of plan around it. Let me go ahead and flip my board to do the regular style. I always set up my board the wrong way, but we'll get cleaned up and we'll get started here. Let's get started with the opening turn of the Red Cathedral. That'll be claiming a section of the cathedral. I think I'll go ahead and start going for this long, tall middle section here. I will place my rightmost banner, which looks like a blue tooth, right out there. This will be the yellow workshop tile. I'll go ahead and place it just in the green workshop area, paying the 2 rubles to place it there, immediately earning that bonus, which will be 2 rubles. I basically got my money back. That was for free, nice and easy. Now, Ivan is going to move the white dice. As you'll see, he has some inefficient actions the first round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rolling both of those, he landed in the quadrant that would give him a recognition point, so good for him. He's going to build a cathedral section. As of right now, he does not have resources to build that section, so his turn is ignored. It was kind of a waste. Now, I could claim another cathedral section, and I might actually do that. Since I was able to get the rubles for that, I think I will try and build above him, claiming this section right here. I could pay 3 rubles to place that on my colored die, and then that would let me immediately earn that reward, which would be 1 ruble. We're going back to Ivan. He's going to move the green dice 1 space. Roll that to a 5. Now he's going to earn 4 resources. So now he has the resources to move and to build. The first turn is always a little inefficient. Now that I've claimed 2 sections of the cathedral, I think it's finally time to get some resources. Stone looks like a good resource that I need to get. And I think I'm going to move the white dice 1, 2, 3, 4. Pay a ruble to move 1 additional space. For 5, I will earn 2 stone. Place that in my leftmost empty area of my board. I could pay to deliver, but I just spent my money. That's okay. Ivan is going to move the red dice 1, 2, and 3, and he will earn 4 recognition points. There we go. Getting gold would be nice because if I built that cathedral section before him, he would actually lose points. Unfortunately, I don't think there's a way that I can do that right now. There is not. I think I'll just gather even more stone. 4. So that'll end up being 4 stone. I don't have any money to deliver any goods. I'm a stone maker here. Ivan is going to move the yellow dice. 1, 2, 3. He landed in the quadrant. That would give him a recognition point. Now he's going to claim a cathedral section. He would like to claim one above me. There are 2 valid spaces. I get to basically pick one of those. They're both worth 5 points. I kind of want my chances to be a little even with him. He'll remove this workshop tile from the game. Wood would be nice. Let me move the blue die. That'll give me 2 wood, which I can barely hold. And now I use the blue dice, which will give me a ruble. Now he is going to move the blue dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Landed in a region that has the recognition point. Now he will move his resources to the card that lets him build. On his next turn, he's going to try and decorate. So it'd be wise if I try not to build a card, even though I'm not able to. That's just kind of a strategy. Don't build if you know he's going to decorate soon. I will go ahead and deliver 3 items. Clear up my board a little bit. That way I'm not just sitting with a ton of stone. That one only needs 1 more to be built. Now he's going to look out here and try and decorate. There are none to decorate, so he will ignore that part of the action. I'm going to randomly shuffle these. We'll give him a nice little mix up there, and I will place them randomly back out here. He's going to interact with the yellow dice. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now he will build a section of the cathedral. Bottommost first. This requires 4 goods. We'll go ahead and flip this over. That'll give him 8 recognition points. And that was his turn. On to me. Getting gold would be nice. Unfortunately, I'm not in a position to get that. Man, none of these dice let me go where I need to go or where I want to go. I mean, I guess I could go here. 1, 2. This would give me 2 bricks. Now I could pay a ruble to earn something. I don't know if I want to earn something. I'll go ahead and just hold that for now. Now Ivan is going to interact with the blue dice. I move the blue dice, so I get a ruble. Forgot about that. 1, 2, and 3. He's going to earn 4 resources. I like grabbing the brick. They're easy for my fat hands to grab. I'll go ahead and deliver some goods here. 1, 2. Unfortunately, that's all I can deliver. We'll slide these down. Go on to Ivan's turn. He's going to move the white dice 1 space. He will earn 4 recognition points. I'm kind of sitting duck here. I need to get some gold. I see it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That'll actually earn me 2 gold. Perfect, because that's what's holding me back. I could trade in 2 of something. I don't need brick right now. I'm going to trade these bricks in. 2 of the same thing for 1 of anything. We'll go ahead and do that. Now move on to Ivan. He's going to move the green dice. He landed in the quadrant. That would give him a recognition point. Now he's going to claim a cathedral section. He wants to claim 1 above me. There still are 2 valid spots. I get to choose. I'm kind of fighting for this middle tower. I'll let him take advantage of this left tower there. Remove that workshop tile from the game, and we'll carry back on to me. I'm going to deliver my gold here, so that's 1 resource. That'll give me 8 points and $4. And now I can deliver 2 more resources, 2, 3 to decorate. That lets me put the door on here. Now I would get 1 prestige point for doing so. Good turn, good turn. I finally caught up a little bit to him. My next turn I'll go ahead and build over there, and I might place the window without the jewel, or I could get the jewel before I do that. But first, Ivan's going to move the red dice. He landed in the quadrant. That'll get him a recognition point. And now he's going to move his resources to the build card. And like I said, I probably don't want to build just yet because he's going to try and do a door first. So I don't have to worry about that. He's got the spot for the door. He tries to build in your spaces to kind of screw you over. Forgot to mention that in the teach. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'll take the recognition point. I will earn a green jewel. Ivan is going to build his door. He doesn't need the resources to do so. Now that'll get him 1 prestige point. He will shuffle, and he is going to go ahead and build. Build. Just got to see which dice he's going to interact with. the white dice. All right, we'll flip this over. 1, 2, but it's in a space with 3, so he's actually not going to move it. He'll not get the recognition point. He's going to build. He's going to prioritize left, the right, bottom, the top. I would say he's going to build this one because ideally a player would want to build above you. This one only requires 3 resources to build, so he's going to deliver the 4th one over here. That would give him 5 points. And I would lose 1 because he built before I did. And now he only needs 2 goods over there to build that one coming up next. I'm just going to load his 4 resources. That way my fat fingers can grab it a little bit easier. Now I'm going to finish delivering here. Deliver 1 to get the 4 points and $2. Let me trade this 1 in for a 3. Did I say 4 points? I did. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now I will deliver a stone and the green ruble gem to decorate with a window. That'll give me 1 prestige point. Now we're moving on back to him. He's going to interact with the green dice. 1 movement, landed in a quadrant. That'll give him the prestige. He's going to earn the 4 resources and place it right there on his card. Back to me already. I think I'm going to claim another section. I have a lot of money, and I said I wanted to go for this middle tower. That would earn me a gold for this workshop tile. The white dice is nice. Let's do 2 rubles for that, and I would immediately earn that resource, which will be a gold, which is nice because I need a stone and a gold to build this section. Now I just need to get the clay. Ivan is going to move the red dice. He will earn 4 recognition points. I wouldn't mind some clay. Moving green 1 space. Earning 2 clay, brick, whatever you call it. Since I used the green, I'll get the location of the yellow, which will be 1 ruble. 1 ruble, 1 green gem. Now they are going to interact with the yellow, which will be 1. That ended, oh, I'm just going to leave it as 1. They'll earn a recognition point because it's still in that quadrant. Now they're going to claim a cathedral section. 1 above me. There are these cards that are still above me. I'll prioritize this one because ideally I haven't built that one yet, so I'm going to be harsh to myself. It's what a normal player would do, and he discards that from the game. I could, I probably will, discard the last, or claim the last section up here, just so I can have it. Claim that cathedral section. This is the purple jewel. I'll place it here on the red dice for 2 rubles. Let me get 1 ruble back for change. That was my quick turn. They're going to interact with the blue die. 5. Roll them. Now he's going to transport his resources to the Build a Cathedral card. And next up, he's going to be building a window. Should I do it? Oh, I forgot to earn my purple gem, which is perfect because I'm going to deliver 3 goods. The 2 colored gems and the stone to place my window right there, right on his spot. That'll earn me 1, 2, and 3 prestige points for doing that. Because now he wants to build a window and I just built that, so he cannot do that. He's just going to carry on to his next turn, which is still building a section of the cathedral. But at least I took those prestige points away from him. A little shuffle there. It's going to be the blue dice he's going to interact with first. Blue dice, blue dice. 1, 2, 3, and 4. He will now build a section of the cathedral. This one only needs 2 more to build, so he'll deliver those there. This will earn him 5 points. He's going to be way ahead of me this entire game. For me, I could deliver 3 goods right there. Now I just need a stone to be able to build that. He's going to interact with the yellow dice. 1. He's going to roll those. Now he'll earn 4 resources. Let's grab those brick again. Place those out there. I need some stone. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This would earn me 3 gold. Now I could trade 2 of the same to get 1 of something else. So I got the stone that I needed. Ivan is going to interact with the red die. He's going to earn the recognition point for being in that quadrant. Now he will earn 4 more points. Man, I'm hoping I can catch up with this guy. Let me go ahead and... should I... There's no point in worrying about delivering additional resources, is there? Which die did I use last time? I can't remember, because I forgot to give myself the reward there. I'll go ahead and just deliver 2 goods. I'll do the gold to finish that one off, and I'll get started. Sorry, it's the stone, and then the gold up there. Let me remove these. That'll be 6 points and $3. And $3, which I think I just gave myself. Moving on to Ivan, he's going to do the green dice. He will claim a section of the cathedral, one above me, which is right here, and he'll remove the wood. I said I need wood and gems. I need the green gems. Using the red dice. Claiming a section of the cathedral is probably something I should do. Right there, $2. Give me 1 back. That'll let me earn that recognition point. They're going to interact with the white dice. That'll give them a prestige point for being in that quadrant. That was a 5. And now they will transport their goods to the Build a Cathedral card. Next, they're going to place a window. And they're going to place it right here. Right now I have 1, 2, and 3, and they're going to have 1, 2, 3, 3. So we're going to be pretty tied up. I need to put my cross out there. Do I need stone? I don't need stone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, earning a purple jewel. I used a blue dice. That'll let me earn another ruble. And I could pay to deliver. There's no point in doing that. 2 to switch workshop tiles, huh? Nice. So now they're going to build a window. Right there is obvious. Earn that 1 prestige point, which was kind of inefficient for them. Let me give these a quick little souffle. And he's going to go right into his next turn of building a section of the cathedral. Looks like he's going to build all his before me. This one only... That one should have actually been built a while ago. Sorry. 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to give him the 3 points right here for building that. Should have done that a while ago. And now this one is going to give him 7 points. I think it's that. Sorry if I fluffed that by 1 point. Oh man. So he's supposed to interact with the green when he did that. Oh, there's 3 dice there, so he's not moving them. All dice lead to not where I need them. That kind of sucks. Even if I paid a prestige to roll. I mean, I could pay 1 prestige to roll 1 section. Let's see what happened. That changed a little bit. It still doesn't really give me what I need. 5. That'll give me 2 pieces of gold. I use the red dice, so I will earn a purple gem. Now I could do 2 of something into anything else. How about, we'll just leave these here for now. I kind of have a plan. Let's see if it backfires. Interacting with the white dice. Now he's going to earn 4 resources. Let's go ahead and give him his brick as usual. Place him out there. Thinking, thinking, thinking. Man, nothing is good at this point. Alright, that'll give me 2 brick. Since I used the white dice, I'll actually earn an additional gold there. And I could spend something to get something. How about spending 1 ruble using this card up here to get a wood? They're going to interact with the yellow dice. They're going to earn 5 recognition points because they landed in that quadrant. And then the 4 down here. I'll probably deliver some goods. So 1, 2, and 3. We're going to move on to them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. They're going to claim their last section of the cathedral right here. They'll remove that workshop tile from the game. I will go ahead and deliver 1. That'll get me 8 points and 4 money. And I will deliver 2 more goods to build a cross up there. The gold and a purple gem, which will give me a prestige jump there. Not really where I want the cross, but I want to get it out there because we're getting close to the end game here. They're going to interact with the blue dice. They will move their resources to the build a cathedral card. Next up, he's going to build a window, and I see a couple spots where he can do that. I need to deliver some goods. I need some goods. I really need a green gem. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'll earn the recognition point. I will earn the 1 gem. And then now, since I did the red dice, I'll actually earn a purple gem. They're going to build a window. There's 2 valid locations. It doesn't honestly matter at this point where they're going to go. He'll inefficiently earn that 1 prestige point because now he's around the bend. He's going to carry on with his next turn here, which is going to trigger the end of the game really soon. So that means I need to try and get this built. I get 1 more turn. All right, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Ooh, it landed to a 4. All right, 2 wood. I used a blue dice. That would give me a ruble. Oh, they're supposed to interact with the blue dice right now, which was 4, which would have ended up right there, and I rolled it to a 4. Let me take back my turn. So, and the ruble. So it would land here, and I rolled it to a 5. Now they're going to build 1, 2, and 3, and they don't have any other cards that they're trying to build, so that 1 just gets left. So that's 5 points for them. For me, now my final turn. Unfortunately, there's nothing that I can do to deliver any goods up there. I wish. Maybe I could just get some points here. Sure. Right there. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I will earn 2 green gems. Since I used the blue dice, I will earn 1 ruble. And I'm going to earn that 1 lonely recognition point. That triggered the end of the game, so now I'll proceed to final scoring just like normal. 1 point for every 5 rubles and materials. So 3, 6, 9, that's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I'd actually get, nice, I'd actually get 3 prestige points. 1, 2, and 3. Now after that, it's basically tower time. We'll count each completed section of the tower. There's only 1 that was completely done. This would be 2, 4. Now it looks like we tied. So we both get the points divided by 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. And this is prestige points at this point. Middle tower, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 points there. I don't think I count him up here. So 1, 2, 3. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So they would get the 11 points. 2, 4, 6, 8. They would get the 11. I'm flipping him over, and then I would get a third of 11. Which unfortunately is only 3. Now we're moving to this tower. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This might help me a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So we both get 12 divided by 2 is 6. They killed me. Man, they made it all the way over there. So they absolutely destroyed me. I got 68 and they got 105. Not very good at this game, as you can tell. Anyways, that is how you play Red Cathedral. Let me take you back down and I will tell you what I think about this game. Alrighty, so solo playthrough of the Red Cathedral. What are my final thoughts on this? This is actually one of my favorite solo games of all time right now. The reason being is that it's a unique and interesting game that is very different than other ones that I've played. At its roots, it still is a resource collecting, management, and building game. It's a very Euro, but I love the dice wheel mechanism here where there's only one direction you can go and you can only move the amount that is on the dice. I think that's very interesting, very clever, and it's something that if I were to design a game, I would love incorporating this system into it. It's something I find extremely interesting. Out here in the card section is a nice area control mechanic of the game, which blends really well with the resource management because there's only so many goods that you can deliver. So you have to really time whenever you want to build these cards, because once it's built, other people can decorate on your cards, which is an interesting twist because claiming the sections you can only deliver to your cards, but decorating, you can decorate anyone's cards. So that's a nice little twist to it. It kind of breaks the multiplayer solitaire aspect of Euro games where you're kind of doing your own thing. Here, you do need to pay attention to other people and what they're doing. And in the solo game, I think that the solo player, Ivan, mimics a real player very well. Unfortunately, it is a little predictable because once you shuffle these cards here, they're going to stay like that for the rest of the game. So you can kind of see a pattern of things coming. But just like in a multiplayer game, there is a pattern to this game where you're going to be claiming, building, and decorating. And you can see all the resources on a person's board. You can see it coming. So in a way, it mimics a player's patterns of building. Another thing I really like about this game is that it's a nice, small, compact, and quick game, but it packs a lot of punch. There's a lot of little rules that I've noticed the more I play, I'll go back and say, oh man, I forgot to do that. Or, oh, I didn't realize that you're supposed to even be playing like that. For instance, whenever you buy these workshop tiles, the moment you buy them, you actually earn that reward immediately, which is something that I didn't play with whenever I was first playing. It's kind of like playing on hard mode. I've done the same thing in White Castle. I've noticed that in Devir games, whenever you earn something, the reward is also immediately given. I'm used to you're not able to use it until like the next time it's activated. So that's kind of a different tweak than what I'm familiar with. There's an endless amount of replay when it comes to this game in particular, because each of these quadrants, there are 4 different, I think they're guilds. There's 3 different cards of each, and you can shuffle and mix and match. And then out here are the actual resources that you earn. Those are shuffled as well. And then the dice, they're placed out differently too. And then the cards, they're also very different. And I do have the expansion. I have the Contractors expansion here, which I actually do not recommend adding to this. I think the Red Cathedral is good just as it is, and you don't need to add more fluff to it. The Contractors expansion adds another board and kind of a area control system, and I think it just spread the game out a little too thin. It was very easy to add to the solo. It's just one more card, one more action that Ivan is doing, but I felt like it took away from the core game. There's a couple of other games that I think expansions are unnecessary, and I like this game just as it is. The only reason I would get the expansion is that there's different factions or guilds that you can mix into the base game, and there's also different setups. I actually did use an expansion setup because that's one of those more stuff expansion, kind of modular in a way, where you just add it into the base game and it just adds a variety. I think adding a new mechanic to the game took away from the overall aspect of what this was meant to be. I felt like it was too much fluff, too much, and I didn't like it. I actually got this as a Christmas gift because my wife thought this was the game, and when I looked at it, I realized it was the expansion. So of course, I had to get the base game. So I tried them out, and I love the Red Cathedral. I've played it at 2 players, solo, and 4 player, and it's all great. It plays really good at all player counts. I would like to play it at 3. I've noticed 3, there's a sweet spot for a lot of games at 3 player, and that's kind of a rare player count too. Anyways, that is my final thoughts on the Red Cathedral. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time.